If you clicked on this video, that means that you're trying to get better at our Creators PvP. And after watching this one, I'm going to give you guys some very important tips and information that will get you there much faster. You're going to be winning your 1v1s much easier, 1v2s, even 1v3s. Your awareness is going to be better. We're going to talk about the mechanical side. We're going to talk about the mental side as well, which is, in my opinion, extremely important in this game, and not many people talk about it. That actually is going to make a huge difference when it comes to PvP. We're also going to go over some very important settings. I have mentioned this in the previous video, but in case you're just finding the channel for the first time, I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out on it. This is going to be an in-depth video, so if you guys do find this helpful, and only if you do, slap the likes up to the channel, and make sure to hop into the streams both on YouTube and Twitch. I stream pretty much every day right now because I am absolutely addicted to our creators. Okay, well, we play PvP. We also help viewers kill the queen. So when it comes to the mental game, there's a few things that we need to discuss that are very overlooked: fear of failure, patience, decision making, and staying calm and collected. Let's talk about it. So what does fear of failure mean? Guys, if you're really trying to get better at this game, the number one thing I would advise is to put yourself in very uncomfortable situations. You see, what happens is, for example, you're a new player, or let's say you have like 50 hours, maybe 80 hours, 100 hours, right? A lot of the times I will see players just get absolutely jump scared when PvP starts. And what happens is they make tons of mistakes. Many times I'll see like PvP players like swapping weapons back and forth or using the wrong items. You know, they just panic. This only happens when you do not put yourself in uncomfortable situations. And if you want to get good at PvP, start up the game, go free loadout, and play, 1 hour, 2 hours, however long you have. The point is, you need to get used to the stress that PvP brings with it, right? That's just how it goes. There's no way around it. You need to get your mind and body used to that so that your mind doesn't panic, which then causes your body to click the wrong buttons, okay? So those things you need to get rid of. This is extremely important. A lot of the times when I'm streaming, I'm in like, let's say a 1v2 or 1v3. In my chat, you'll see, Pip, how do you stay so calm and collected when those situations are going down? Like, you know exactly what to switch to, which way to look. It's just experience, guys. All you got to do is not have the fear of failure. And at first, everybody gets jump scared. I did too. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you're gonna get. After you use free loadouts over and over again, you're gonna get more comfortable with PvP. And by the way, don't just sit in a corner and wait for somebody to peek. Push, make mistakes. It's okay to fail as long as you're getting experience and as long as you're learning something new. You do it again and again and again. Repetition will get you there. So fear of failure is something that stops a lot of players from becoming way better. And let's say you spend 10, 20, 30 hours doing this over, whatever course of time, whenever you have time to play, right? You will notice that your brain and your body know exactly which button to push and when to push. So you're not making mistakes in a game where every second kind of matters. You're not panicking when you're getting shot first out of nowhere. You know what to do. For example, the first thing you want to do if you're getting shot out of nowhere is look for cover instead of, let's say, misclicking and crouching or, swapping your weapons 14 times, right? You will notice those changes over time. And there are no shortcuts for this. You just got to do it, okay? Number 2, patience. And I'm going to add decision making on top of this as well. And I'm going to explain what I mean. So if you see a situation where there's a fight going on or whatever it is, even if it's like AI on the new map, for example, there's a shredder pushing, right? You got to be patient and you got to calculate your decisions right there and then. If you see a team fighting, don't just rush in. Gather the information. Be patient about it. Understand where the second team is. Understand where team number 1 is. And then make the decisions. A lot of the times, people will hear gunshots, they run in the middle of it, but nobody really knows where everybody is. Like, they have no information. And in this game, information not only is very important, but it is also very easy to gather simply because of the fact that there's 3 peeking. You can literally hold a corner and gather all the information you need. A lot of the times you'll see that two teams are fighting, and let's say like they're going crazy. You got to know their positions, and then you can push in, throw in some grenades, right? Like just you got to catch them off guard. And another thing that is important when it comes to patience is, let's say you do get into a team fight. You win the team fight, especially on the new map. What you want to do is implement like a 10 to 20 second rule where after you down a team, don't start looting right away. For 10-20 seconds, you're essentially in the mode of, we're gonna get pushed now. That's the mode you gotta be in, because please understand, the same way you would push other teams if you heard it, there's some team out there doing the exact same. So I want you for that 10-20 seconds, heal up, look around, gather information, don't think about the looting, just get ready for the next fight, because trust me, on the new map, that is going to happen. You're going to be getting pushed consistently, okay? So that right there is also patience. Instead of like, oh, there's loot, let's go for it. You take your time, you lock in, you heal up, you get ready. Another team comes in, and instead of like looting and getting caught off guard, now you're ready to go. You're ready to fight back, and boom, 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 you take him out, and guess what? Now you have more loot to take with you. But once again, implement that rule. That will change the game for you. Trust me. In any game where there's so much PvP going on, you have to expect a third party. That's just how it goes. Another point I want to make about decision making, and this is a very common mistake. Let's say you're fighting one team and you hear some shots behind you. Guys, right there and then, you need to make a decision. Pick one of those teams and push. If you are late on this decision, even by 5 or 10 seconds, you are dead. You are going to be sandwiched and you will be destroyed. In those situations, pick a player if you're in solos, or pick a team if you're in teams, and push, commit, take them out as fast as possible. Then apply the previous rule, which is get ready for the fight. You're not looting, okay? Okay, now we're gonna go over some gameplay stuff, some movement, some tips with the grenades, weapon swapping, and all of these techniques, guys, will win you some absolutely insane fights, and they can get you out of some crazy situations as well. So try to master these in the practice range if you have to, but trust me, it's 100% worth it, okay? So let's say I'm just using a Pharaoh, right? Obviously, if I'm swapping to my Stitcher, it just feels a little bit slow. And the same goes when you're swapping back. It just doesn't feel that good, right? And obviously, if you're in a fight, you want to be moving more. You don't want to be stationary. There's a perfect technique to kind of counter this and make all of this much more snappier. You start swapping to your Stitcher, and once you do that, you instantly roll. And you will see that as soon as you come out of the roll, the Stitcher will be ready to go. Let's showcase that. I'm going to take a shot. Boom. Look at that. We already have Stitcher. And obviously, this roll can happen in any direction. It does not matter. Let me get a reload here so I can show you guys once again. Let's say I take a shot. I swap. I roll. Boom. Stitcher is in my hands. Once again, what you got to do is the second you start the switching, you got to roll. So you're incorporating two things at the same time. You're swapping and you're moving, which makes it harder for the enemy to hit you. And once you're out of the roll, it gives you a huge advantage as well to just delete the enemy. Next technique I want to talk about is something that you can do with the grenades. And this will save your life a lot. Let's say somebody broke your shield. They're chasing you. A lot of people, they're moving, right? And they will, like, let's say, throw the grenade at the enemy, and so on. What happens is the enemy just runs past the grenade. What I like to do is, for example, if I'm running, I slide, drop it right under me, and then roll, turn around, and get ready for the fight. It's all perfectly timed, for example, with the fuse nade. Also, it confuses the enemy. It kind of throws them off. And not only are they going to take damage from the grenade while pushing, but it also gives you the time to get ready and take your shot. So the grenade's in my hand. I'm being chased. I run, slide, throw the grenade under me, roll forward, Stitcher out. Boom, I'm ready. And if somebody's coming through, they take the damage from the grenade and now from my weapon as well. Now you can do this with a trigger nade as well. You slide, boom, you roll forward, boom, you explode. Okay, it's very simple. I think that personally, for me, the fuse grenade is better because I don't have to worry about like triggering the nade. I can just use my weapon instead to kind of double dip into damage, but the grenade also works. It's actually really fun to do. And finally, let's talk about the slide into a roll shot. This is very good with shotguns. Right now I don't have it on, but the Pharaoh will showcase it and you'll get an idea. Now, we've talked about this technique before, right? So you slide, you aim, and then you roll and shoot at the same time. Now, you can do this backwards as well. Slide, shoot, and like roll back. And once you master this, it will throw off people by a lot. Now let's talk about the settings. As mentioned, I have gone over this in my previous video, but since there's a lot of new people just finding the channel, I do not want them to miss out on this, because these settings are gonna make everything that we covered much more comfortable to implement into your game. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but you guys will get the idea. So essentially, I have crouch toggle on my side mouse button. This gives me quick access to sliding at any time, and the same goes for dodge roll. The dodge roll is on my second side mouse button. Both of these are very important because you can combine these at all times, right? Like you can slide easily with your side button right into your dodge roll with your other side button, and all of this gives you the ability to just move around like an absolute madman. On top of that, I have shoulder swapping on middle mouse button, which means I'm clicking on the scroll button. I have the weapon swap on my wheel. So weapon 1 is going to be mouse wheel up, and weapon 2 is going to be mouse wheel down, which means that we have to also switch around the flashlight to 1 on the keyboard, and I have the ping on 2 on the keyboard. And that's pretty much it. Those are my settings. Now, once again, you don't have to do it exactly the same. The one thing that you want to take away from these settings is that you want to have your slide and dodge roll to very quickly accessible keys, if it's your side buttons on your mouse or whatever it is, so that you perform these at any time very quickly. Now, in this solo clip, I want to show you guys why staying really calm and collected and making the right decisions highly matters, okay? Let's watch this. Right about now, you will see that I get jumped. Look at that. So he does so much damage to me, but I managed to melt him, okay? Now, there's another player that takes me out, but that's absolutely fine. Let's take a look at this fight one more time, okay? Boom, I push in. I get shot right away by this guy, okay? So this is important. Kind of behind the camera, but that's fine. So this guy right here is taking the shots. So obviously, I have to gather this information fast. Now, if I panic here, right, I start running all over the place. But I know that his gun is facing this way. Obviously, he's shooting me. So the best way for me to break his aim is to roll into him. If I manage to do this, this might give me a few seconds for me to aim and take him out. This decision is obviously made in a split second, but now let's take a look at this. So we roll and look at him, right? As you notice, we break his aim, okay? He's shooting. I'm over here. Now, this gives me, once again, just a few seconds to absolutely dismantle this guy. But because I am behind on this fight, I need to make sure I'm aiming for the head. I need to deal as much damage as possible for this to work out. So let's play the clip. We aim at his head instantly. And literally, if you pay attention, that roll is what gave me the time to aim down sights. Because he was aiming this way and it took him time to aim back at me, essentially now I have a chance to fight back, okay? These are the kind of things you want to get good at, because in this game, you will get jumped a lot. Let's take a look. Boom. I missed a few shots, I believe, there. But we win the fight against this guy. Now, this next clip is very important, and we're gonna break this down, and I want you guys to pay close attention to this one, because there's a lot of info that you can use from this clip. As you guys can see, we are looting, right? And I made a mistake, and I got spotted by the turret. We got some damage here. This is a night raid, by the way, so I have to like melt this thing, and immediately, look at that, I take so much damage from this player. As I said previously, it's all about the information. I know that this guy is here, and I know that my HP is absolutely cooked. I don't have any shield. I'm less than half HP. So let's see what the next step is here. We get cover right away, and we are gathering more information on this guy. Now, the crazy thing here is, as I'm going to heal, he's gonna throw a very good nade, so I have to roll away. We take more damage. Let's play the clip. Boom. That right there, guys. But I know that this guy jumped through here. So the thought process here is he's going to rotate from here to me and he's going to take me out. That's got to be his plan. So I decide to play unpredictable here, not stay in the same spot and rotate myself and end up behind him just to give myself some kind of chance to fight. I also know that I have a shotgun, which means that peek shooting is something that I got to utilize no matter what. Let's keep playing. I start moving. We roll out. We notice him right away. I take a shot here, then get behind cover, another peek shot, and we take him out. So we used cover as much as we could. The only way we're winning that was by utilizing cover, not panicking, and peek shooting with the shotgun. So all of the tools that I needed to utilize were utilized. And if I didn't do those things, I would have gone down. And that's what I mean. You can't just do these things by not PvPing. You need to put yourself in these positions in order to make mistakes, then learn from those mistakes so that next time you get into a situation like that, you just fix it. That's how it is. That's how everything in life is. Nothing happens without failure. Nothing happens without making mistakes. Okay, that's it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this one, and only if you did, by the way, and of course, only if you found it helpful, slap the like, sub to the channel. I got more content on the way. I'm also streaming daily on YouTube and Twitch. We have an absolutely incredible, chill, amazing community, man. So if you have any questions about the game, or maybe you need some help to take out the queen, make sure to hop in. I would love to see you guys live on stream. As always, thank you so much for all the love and support. Stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one.